Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Joyce here again for you guys today with another chatty video. I figured I would talk about some of the stuff, right? I'm a luxury fiend. I do like luxury high-end kind of makeup products, and I realized that there are some products that I actually should use more of, but I don't. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I just have a few, so hopefully this won't be too long, but you guys know the drill. Buttons down below. Let's get into it. So for the most part, I'm going through this wave of making sure that I use all of my makeup. This is some of the stuff that I actually should, like, they should get more play, but they don't for whatever reason. So I'm gonna just be measured about like putting them out so I can use them. Okay, let's start off with this, because immediately that I thought about this video, I immediately knew I had to mention these. These are the Killian Lipsticks. I did a video on these when they first released, so I'll link it up above. These are gorgeous lipsticks. Obviously you can see the packaging as well is very luxe. They've got a nice weight to them, very luxurious. I've got, I think, 6 in total. I have all the nude ones, and then I have a red one as well. I'm gonna put one of these on my lips right now. The thing about it is, this formula is a really good formula, but it's not miles better than anything else that you can find in the market for a lower price point. This reminds me of Pat McGrath lipstick formulas as well, and it also reminds me of the Maybelline matte lipstick formula, although that one doesn't have the same longevity as this, and the Pat McGrath one does. So Pat McGrath ones are cheaper, similar colors, you know what I mean, and Maybelline is way cheaper, similar colors. So I don't know, in my collection these just don't stand out, you know what I mean. They've got dupeable kind of formula, but they are pretty. Like, when I wear them, I'm like, oh my gosh, now I remember why I spent the money that I spent on them. So I'm just gonna put this one on. This is Nude in Bed, and this is actually, I'm gonna put the satin one on because I want to do a bit of a glossy look. So they are super smooth and buttery. They smell a little bit like Love Don't Be Shy, the fragrance from Killian. So they are really beautiful lipsticks, and I actually like not wearing them with a lip liner as well. My thing is, right, I don't think I would say run out and get these lipsticks. They are nice, but you don't need like them all. Pick one color and just stick with it and put it in your handbag and wear it all the time, because in the whole lipstick game, the market, I mean, these just don't stand out as much as I think they should, but they are beautiful. They are really nice, and you can get these from Harvey Nichols. So whenever they do their 10% off beauty range, that will be the best time to get them, because you get them for a little bit cheaper. Now, sticking in the lipstick realm, this is a Tom Ford mini lipstick. I can't remember where I actually got this baby from. I want to say probably Vista Village or something, or an outlet store somewhere. I can't remember, but this is the baby one. I do have 2 other full-size ones in my cupboard. Now, here's the thing. I have struggled for a long time to find a Tom Ford formula that I felt like would work for me. I finally found it in the new release that they did. I will link the video up above that I did on them, but there's still something about them that just doesn't call my name, okay? And actually, in the beginning, when I had this formula, which is the original kind of satin formula, I was really, I didn't like it, because this formula tends to break. I don't know if you can see that, but this is basically kind of like snapping and melting and stuff like that, and I don't like it. For the price that you spend, I don't like it, but the quality is really good. So let me put this on. So this particular color is like a rose goldy peachy kind of color, so I always use it as a lipstick topper. But the thing about it is the thing about it with Tom Ford is the formula is really good, but they don't last that long, so you have to kind of like use them and use them fast so they don't go off. This one luckily has lasted and it hasn't gone off, but it's a pet peeve of mine, so I think that's why I don't reach for them, because I'm kind of like irritated by that idea, you know. Anyway, this is a really pretty color, so this is sitting out on my vanity at the moment, so I can use it as a lip topper, or maybe I was gonna say throw it in my bag, but I only ever have lip glosses in my bag, so there's no point with that. But this I'm gonna try and use up, because I feel like this will go bad if I don't. And with the other lipsticks, I don't know, I'm not sure they're the colors that I'll use up like fast enough. One is a berry color, the other one is orange, so I might be able to get some use over summer. But yeah, I don't know, they don't get a lot of play, but I will try and like incorporate them a little bit more. This is the Nars Orgasm on the Beach cheek palettes. Now, they release these palettes every summer as an ode to their most famous blush color, which is Orgasm. So I picked this up, I think it was 2 summers ago, something like that, and this is a really nice palette, right? The mirror is decent, the colors are really nice, and it's that baked gelée formula. Now, I did mention before that I like baked gelée formulas when it's highlight, but I don't like baked gelée formula when it's anything else. So this color right here is a bronzer, and I just don't like how it buffs out on the skin. I don't know. It's a nice color. It's kind of like a rosy bronzer color that kind of works well as a blush bronzer kind of situation. And the rest of these are pretty. I have to use them as blush toppers for the most part because they are a little bit light by the time it hits summertime and I have to use them. But they're nice formulas. They're nice formulas. Like you can see, like that is nice and it does look nice on the face. But for whatever reason, I'm not compelled to use it. Not for whatever reason. I know it's because this is mostly baked gelée. But these two highlighters here up top are so pretty in that baked gelée formula. They literally melt into your skin. So beautiful. So I should just pull it out to use the highlighters more than anything else. But yeah, that baked gelée, it's hit or miss for me sometimes with that formula. Hit or miss. So I know no one's really like looking for liquid lipsticks anymore, matte liquid lipsticks anymore, but can we really just give it up to Fenty Beauty for having an amazing liquid lipstick range? Their whole lip line, Fenty Beauty's whole lip line, is just A1, amazing. So this is one that I picked up over Christmas. It was this and a red one in kind of like a special edition thing. It's called Underrated. Such a beautiful color. Every time I wear it, I remember why I went so crazy for liquid lipsticks, because it always looks so good. This formula is super comfortable on the lips. You don't need a lot. Great pigmentation, amazing longevity. It's just, and I always get compliments every time I wear this. People are like, what do you have on your lips? It's stunning. Such a gorgeous color. Actually a really nice color for summer, right? Might have to pull this out and then wear it with a gloss. So with lip products with me, it's the fact that I'm so obsessed with lip glosses that I'm always in the mind state of picking up a lip gloss over any other lip product. So my liquid lipsticks, you know, get looked over as well. But these colors, especially in the Fenty Beauty range, so good, so good. So this is actually one I definitely will keep out. Okay, let's talk about this. This is the Prairie Skin Caviar Loose Powder. This was an expensive powder, expensive. I got this when I was on my La Mer kick, and I still do love La Mer products. I can't lie. I cannot lie to you guys. Their skincare is quality. It's so expensive. It's so expensive, but it's so quality. So I got this when I was on my La Prairie kick, and the thing is, when you get this, you actually get a mini baby one as well. So even though it's expensive as a whole, I think this retails for, I got it for about 120, but I think it retails for more than that. So even though it is expensive as a whole, you do get a lot of product. Like this in itself is such a big, this is 40 grams of product. This will probably last me until like the rest of my life or something. And it has a really nice scent to it. The La Prairie kind of fragrance is also in this. As you can see, there was a time I was like living in this powder and I really liked it, but I just haven't really reached for it recently because it's more on the neutral side for me, and I'm trying to like keep things golden. So yeah, it doesn't actually get used a lot anymore. However, every time I use it, I realize there was a reason why I spent the price that I spent. And especially just to correct when you need to powder, like if you're out and about and stuff like that. Such a good product. Now obviously I don't carry this one out and about. I used to carry the mini baby one out and about, and it did such a good job at correcting anything that I needed to. Such a good powder. Really expensive, but I need to use it because when am I ever going to get through this otherwise? You know what I mean? Okay, so in the eyeshadow realm, listen to me. I go back and forth with this brand all the time, but it is what it is. Natasha Denona. Now when it comes to her bigger palettes, I just don't get along with the bigger palettes because those formulas are always like hit or miss, and I hate the learning curve that I have to go through to try and figure out how to make them work. So the medium pans and the big pans, for the most part, apart from the gold palette, and even the gold palette had its issues, but anyway, I don't really mess with them. But the minis are always so good. Now this one is a mini star. This color here is trash. Don't even bother about that. That's trash. But everything else is so nice. Like these shimmer shades, so beautiful, and even the matte, so creamy. So whenever she does the minis, I usually pick them up. I haven't got all of them, but I usually pick them up because I know that the quality is just going to be so good. So that's the nude one. That's the mini gold. And then this one here, which I've got on my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette is the Mini Glam. One of the few, if not, yeah, one of the few cool tone palettes that I actually really enjoy. So anyway, these are so good. They are so good, but they're so small. So the way that I have got my makeup set up, I just don't see them because they're kind of always hidden in the crevice of something. But whenever I do see them, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, I should use them. Like especially this, I never would have pegged myself for a cool tone lover, but whenever I have this on the eyes, I'm just like, wow, this is beautiful. The thing is about it as well, I've had these for a while and they are drying out a little bit. Those shimmers used to be super buttery and now they're just feeling a little bit dry. So this is definitely the formula that you'd want to like make use of fast-ish, you know what I'm saying? I know you can go down with the tacky base to kind of get the emolliency back, but let's be real, you want to be able to use it when it's still kind of fresh. So the mini palettes, okay, this is your sign if you've got the mini palettes as well, to pull them out and use them, because the shimmers will start to dry out, but they are also just so beautiful. I think you want to make sure that you use them, you know. We have in the keeping of eyeshadow, a Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow palette. Now here's a caveat. Most of my Pat McGrath Labs palettes are just for collector's purposes, not just for, but I will buy them, and if I never use them more than once, it's fine by me, because I'm here to collect what I really like from the brand. This one I'm going to point out because even though this is obviously part of the collection, this is one that I should be using a lot more because I actually really enjoy it. So this is the Sublime one, and it's a very cool tone palette, so yeah, hence why I don't reach for it that much. But here's the kicker. Every time I reach for it, or I have reached for it, I've fallen in love. It's just so easy to use. This is such an easy one. This blue gives me all the life. Don't even talk to me. When I have this blue on my eyes, take an appointment, because I will not be speaking to people. I have too much audacity when that's on my lids. And this color here, these two Blitz Astrals, Pat, as in, Pat really knows what she's doing. Like, can you? So freaking good. I have to put that on my lid. That's how good it is. Ooh, so nice. Okay, so I may have messed up my whole entire look, but it's fine. It's fine because I just wanted that on my lid. Anyway, I'm remembering all over again how much I loved this palette and how much I used to use it and just was so obsessed with it once upon a time. Jeez. Anyway, here's the thing. Pat McGrath Labs packaging is like this. So I feel like if you're not seeing, like if I keep this in the pretty box packaging, then I'd be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I can remember all the different looks that I can create from it. But because it sits in its black packaging, I feel like I don't remember what's inside to be able to be inspired again to kind of make the looks. So that's the only thing. I think I might have to put these back in their paper packaging, because I do have my paper packaging kind of stored that separately. So I might have to do that just so I can pull this out and like live life again, because this was so pretty. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. It's so good. So yeah, that might be one that I pull out and start using it. Not might, it is. So if you see it on the channel soon, you know I'm doing my part. And last but not least, since I've been on such a blush kick, I decided that I was gonna like pull out some of my old blush formulas. And I mentioned before, if you guys are keeping up my channel, that I think I'm just a blush snob. I don't like wearing blush unless that formula is pristine, and you cannot talk about a pristine blush formula without mentioning Nars. So this is the Nars Orgasm X blush. Don't know if you guys can see that, but look at this color, you guys. Isn't that stunning? Such a pretty color. I did a try on with this as well, like a demo I think one time, so I will link that up above as well. But this is such a gorgeous apricot color for the summertime, and that's literally what happened. I realized like, oh, I have this color and it'll be perfect for summer. This is gorgeous, especially this particular formula, because with Nars sometimes their blush formulas can be a bit dry, and I don't like that. I don't like that on the face. But this particular one is very, very creamy, and I do love how it looks like on the cheek, just to give you like that subtle kiss of color to the cheek. So beautiful. Now again, I think it's a packaging thing, because when I see it like this, I'm not remembering what's inside. But somehow, if I could see the color, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, that's what I can get from it. So this one is actually currently sitting out on my vanity so that I can just be seeing it and remembering to use it, because this is a beautiful color. I also want to layer it with the Danessa Myricks palette as well, because I know that will just be exquisite. Exquisite. so good. But yeah, these Nars formulas, blush formulas, are so good. So if you have them in your collection, pull them out, use them. We don't want them to go dry, okay? Some of mine did go dry and I ended up passing them on and stuff like that. So you don't want to do that because they're kind of pricey as well. But if you have any, make sure you pull them out. All right, you guys, so we've come to the end of the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed that trip down memory lane with me, and hopefully you're doing well wherever you are. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.